particular group, they had somewhere they call their shrine in the bush where they used to go and carry out their activities. Pastor went there.
Greetings, my family. Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing to the truth. How are you doing? And in today's video, guys, I'm actually here with the man of God by person of esteem, Reverend Tom. I'm making, and he's going to be talking about the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris. Or this is actually in a recent program. All right, so um, the man of God, Reverend Tom, is going to be discussing about, there are some certain testimonies that Pastor Chris have had that we haven't even heard. All right. So one of this one is part of it. So a particular student was asking Pastor Chris a question on, how he can eradicate cult group in, his school. All right. And this was the answer that the man of God, Pastor Chris, or the man of God, Reverend Tom, actually gave her. All right, you are going to be inspired by this story of how the man of God, Pastor Chris, actually eradicated cult group during his university days. All right, this is an amazing testimony, guys, so you got to listen to this. For those of you coming new to my channel, just kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. And if you have not liked the video up to this point, please hit the like button, like to this video, guys. Watch this. I'll be right back.
Student in River State University. So I discovered that some cultists, they were going from class to evangelize, to tell people that they will make them successful, that they should come join their cult group, that will make them successful, they'll protect them and all. They were infusing fear in them. They had to tell the lecturers to hold on, and they were telling the students that will make them successful, that they should join them. And these were 100 level students and 200 level students. So my question is, I've been going out for evangelism. So my question is, how do I completely eradicate their movements? Yes, for them to be bold enough to go to classes without being scared. Yes. So how do I eradicate their to completely stop what they are doing? Should I pray more, or should I do more evangelism? Yeah. So that's the first question.
I'd like Reverend Tom to address that.
Pastor, thank you very much. Said this, you will get to that. Thank you, sir. I love you, sir. While she was asking, when I heard the question she was asking, it just reminded me of our school days. I don't know if some of you would have heard the man of God share, this story many times. We came to school and there were cultic activities. It was so much. It was as if it dominated the campus. And then Pastor narrates how
if you win the leader of the cultists,
one or two times where they came out to do what they call their sailing, they were like terrorizing the school. I mean, I was there. I knew what he was talking about, and the students looked helpless. They make us all kinds of threats and noise and sound come out in midnight. And Pastor said, "This cannot be while I'm here." He took it personal. While I'm here, where are the Christians? How can this be going on? So, first of all, he began to pray, and then took the rest of us. He shared this, and then we began to pray. Because these people are used by demons. There are demons responsible for these cultic activities. And you have to deal with these evil spirits. So the man of God will take us, we'll go to the pavilion, sometimes we'll go to the bush, we'll pray, we were praying. And I mean, if I want to talk about the prayers, at different times and different groups. There was a time, Pastor, by the Spirit, went into, there's a particular group, they had somewhere they call their shrine in the bush where they used to go and carry out their activities, pastor went there at the base of the tree and cast out those devils. Not while they were there. They didn't know that happened. So next time they came there, the spirits were not there to move them anymore. So it starts with prayers. And so when we prayed, many things happened. Physically, there was a night that they said they were going to sail. And the man of God said, well, and when they said they were going to sail, they would go out, they'll do all their, carry coffin, carry all those their dangerous weapons and things, and shout and go out of the campus and do their initiation, just like what you're talking about, to initiate the new students that have just come. The man of God said, we too are going to sail. Now, it wasn't like an open confrontation, you're going to say we're going to sail, because they will come out and put their posters, but this was communicated to us in the fellowship. So we went to the pavilion and we were praying all night, speaking in tongues and praying while they were outside. They couldn't come back into the campus. The next morning, security agencies came into the campus and picked them all up at random. That's on the physical side. On the spiritual side, after all this series of prayers, their leaders, one by one, were getting saved. One by one, they were getting saved and coming to our fellowship and joining us. They were preaching. That's how we won them. So, because the demons were gone. The demons were gone. And one of those days, the man of God made a statement and said that one of the groups, they used to call them Palm Wine Drinkers Club, Pastor said, named them along the other groups, that all of them are used by devils, they are demon possessed. The Palm Wine Drinkers group got angry and they went to the school authorities, went to the registrar and complained that they are not the same as the cult guys, that their own is different. But why is pastor saying that they are all the same, that they demand an apology? So when the school authorities invited pastor went there and they said that these people are angry, they're asking for an apology. Pastor said, no problem, I will apologize on one ground. So bring all the Palm Wine Drinkers Club guys to the pavilion, that's the open pavilion. Pastor said, I will lay hands on them one by one. If I don't cast out devils from them, I will apologize. That was a difficult situation for the registrar and for them. The registrar said, okay. I mean, he said it, but they got more angry. They could not come out, and the registrar could not say to pastor to apologize. That was the end of that, of their protest to the school authorities. But their ABC and XYZ chiefs got saved. And then one by one they were getting saved. To the point that by the time we were graduating by the time pastor would leave school, there was not one group, this is not exaggeration, not one single cultic group would raise ugly hair. They had either been born again or it just fizzled out. So it is first of all through prayers and then through aggressive evangelism, because they are full of fear. Those people, they are lonely, they are full of fear. So through prayer we deal with those devils, we cast out the demons, and then we move in to preach to them. That's the way to deal with it. And of course they saw the demonstration of the power of God in the campus. That's why they didn't dare to come out when pastor said they would come out. If it's something, if they thought there was no power, they would have said, we'll see what you will do. They knew that if they came out, because they used to pass by when pastor is casting out devils and there's such manifestation, they used to see people fall under the power. So we have to demonstrate the power of God, preaching the gospel with signs and wonders, and then you will see the fear of God to come upon them. So the answer is prayers and evangelism.
Alright, my family, there you have it with the man of God by a person of the highly esteemed Reverend. Tom and Mekina, these are the kinds of story that should inspire a young people or a young person out there. All right, young people should listen to these kinds of story. If you're in the university, all right, these are the kinds of story that should inspire you. All right, serving God in the university is very, very important. All right, don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. So these kinds of testimony will also encourage you on how to deal with these cult groups, just like the girl asked as a question. All right, I know that many of you were inspired. These are kinds of testimonies you really hear. Just like Jesus, there are a lot of things Jesus did in the Bible that a lot of miracles that that was not even recorded. All right, just the same way, we have been hearing more of the miracles Pastor Chris is doing, but there are some that he did years ago that they didn't even keep the record. All right, so these are testimonies that should inspire your faith, inspire you as a pastor, whoever you are, as a young person. All right, that you can serve God joyfully. All right, and you can serve God with power. Remember what the man of God, Reverend Tom said, that Christianity is a demonstration of power. All right, so I believe you are blessed, and I want to hear from you what part of the video actually blessed you. So for you, those of you coming new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and if you haven't liked the video, hit the like button, like today's video, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.